オーストラリア戦で自身の釣るセールスポースの看板を直撃する推定飛距離137メートルの特大ホームランを放ちました。プール B の MVP が発表され、大谷選手が見事選出されました。
He is the best player in the world. I don't think there's no argument there. In 4 games in the WBC, 6 for 12, 4 of those 6 hits, extra bases, 8 RBIs. OPS is ridiculous. And oh, by the way, doesn't walk anyone, strikes everyone out. Off the field, Shohei Ohtani is putting up great stats. He was named Time Magazine's 100 most influential people on that list of 2021. He was the AP's Male Athlete of the Year of 2021. On the cover of the video game MLB The Show 2022, got a long-term endorsement deal with New Balance in January. And Dan O'Dowd, this is when we come to the business of baseball to see an athlete that's so massively popular that they're now in waters that are dominated by basketball players predominantly, some football players, but a shoe deal for Shohei Ohtani. This is just, it feels like the beginning of massive deals coming his way.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a shoe deal either. I think it's a sneaker deal. I think it's a fashion deal. It's pretty much across the board. Guys, I think what we're seeing is somebody that's way beyond an athlete. I think he's turned into a lifestyle, fashion, a worldwide footprint for our game, while our game is trying to stamp its own worldwide footprint. I don't think we've seen somebody quite like this since Ken Griffey Jr., and yet he's taking it way beyond the stage that Ken Griffey Jr. had.
Dan, we went bouncing around in Arizona.
I know where you're going with this.
And I'm going to let you tell the story.
Okay, we were in Arizona at the A's camp at Ho-Ho Camp Park in Mesa. And Greg and I are in the field, and the A's are going through PFP. Pitchers are on the field. They're going through cutoffs and relays. And all of a sudden, you kind of just feel this presence. And all of a sudden, everybody just kind of like starts staring over, like, behind Greg and I. And I remember I took a look, and it was like, that's Ohtani. And I've only had this happen to me twice. I've been working here since 2009. The first time I covered the Yankees for 30 teams in 30 days, I was in the dugout, and Aaron Judge walked out of the dugout, and it was just like, wow, like that is a man. Like, wow, that's Aaron Judge. I turned around, I looked at Ohtani, and he's a mountain of a guy, but his face, he looks like he's 15 years old.
Yes.
But everybody there, including Greg and I, were just like, you've got one eye on the field and one eye on Ohtani. As he walked behind home plate to go into the other dugout, It was like nothing mattered what was going on the field. With the A's players, they were all watching him too.
We were all like, wow.
And did you feel the same way?
Oh, yeah.
We just watched him go. And he came up and he said hi to us.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. He was with his interpreter. He was starting that spring training game against the A's. Then he was going to leave and go join Team Japan. So this is like the last we were going to see him.
So as you guys covered all these teams and everything, did anybody have the same presence as he did?
No. Dan, I'm going to tell you, I'm the selfie king. I had my phone in my back pocket, and Ohtani was between me and Greg were standing here, and he gave us a hug, and I went to reach to my phone, and my hand was shaking. I couldn't get my phone to take a selfie with Ohtani. Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know how he can be trumped. Like, are we waiting for a player who has a magic cape and will fly around the bases? Like, I don't know what more. He has a magic about him,
and I'll tell you
Dan.
what, he's creating. We've never seen baseball players create a brand. We just don't. Because the game is 162 games and 180 some days, and it's such a grind. But this guy truly is creating a brand that goes well beyond the game of baseball, and he's pulling the game of baseball with him in an international sense. Like, he is probably one of the most well-known athletes in the entire world.
And he might add to that popularity if Team Japan wins the World Baseball Classic. We shall see.
But I'll be ready next time. I'll have that phone ready. Dan, if he gets between me and you, we're like, hey, you got a second?
Shohei, get ready. Please check.
I'm coming for you.
Coming for you.